So I just sold my Model 3 Performance only 1 year after I bought it. And to be honest, I didn't really plan on it, so I'm gonna use this video to explain why I did. So first, the financials of why I did this and how it all kind of made sense financially, and then personally why I wanted to and why I did. And just a heads up, we may get a bit personal here, so you're warned. So I bought this car about 1 year ago for $54,990. I got 0% financing, and I was paying about $250 per month for this car. But I didn't put down a bunch of cash. Thanks to you guys, I had about $18,000 worth of Tesla credits that I used towards the down payment of this Model 3 Performance. So in reality, $55,000 minus about $18,000, I was buying this car for like $37,000. So when CarMax offered me $42,600, of course I was tempted. And I know there's taxes and fees I'm not taking into account. I just know the $18,000 in Tesla credits made this a financially reasonable decision. Used Tesla prices are actually kind of spiking right now, and I'm not sure why, but at $42,600 and my monthly payment being $250 a month, the gap between what my car is worth versus what I owe is probably as big as it would be for a long time. In other words, if I waited another year or two, I wouldn't owe that much less on it, but I'd probably get offered a lot less for it. So, as you may know, I ended up buying a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive, white interior. Total cost for this car is $46,000. And this year, again, thanks to you guys, I had about $3,000 in Tesla credits that I used towards this purchase. I also was able to get the $500 off for the American Heroes discount and another $500 for a loyalty credit. So this new Model Y cost $46,000 minus about $4,000 and all of that, and then of course plus taxes and fees. It didn't have 0% financing, but it had 0.99% financing, so it is what it is. So here, to financially tie this all together, when I was running my numbers, I could pretty much sell my Model 3 Performance and upgrade to the Model Y rear-wheel drive, keep the same monthly payment, and have an extra like $2,000 in my pocket. And I say upgrade, like put it in quotes, because the Model Y rear-wheel drive is significantly less than the Model 3 Performance, so technically on paper it's a downgrade, so upgrade in quotes, it's a new car, but it's not the Model 3 Performance price. And so that's pretty much what I did. But I actually kept some money from the sale of my Model 3 Performance and bumped my monthly payment up a little bit to what is now $313 a month for this new Model Y. And I only did that because I can use a little extra money right now, and 0.99% financing is almost like borrowing money for free. And of course, I know I'm gonna get those comments like, oh wow, that YouTube money must be pretty nice getting a new Tesla every year. I'm already getting some of those. I know it's coming. But it's cool, it's alright. This is the real situation and how the financials look. And if I had to actually pay more money for this car, I just wouldn't do it right now. The $18,000 in Tesla credits that I used saved me from the depreciation hit that I would have took if I didn't have those. But then of course you can say, well yeah, you spent all those Tesla credits and pretty much wasted them anyways, and that's probably true. Of course they're worth something, but it's better than wasting real money. I had them, they had an expiration date, I had to do something with them. And this is why, once I explained it to my dad, he wasn't mad at me for it. So that's all the money stuff, but now the question is why? Like, why would I want to go from a Tesla Model 3 Performance to a Tesla Model Y? And there are three main reasons. Number one, the Model 3 Performance is a better car. It's worth more, top of the line performance, etc. I know all of that. And yet, I never used it to go to the track. Like the 0 to 60 is a lot of fun, but that's all I used it for. I was paying this premium for all these performance features that I just never used. And I don't road trip or camp a ton, but I do it much more than I go to the track, which is never. So one, I just didn't use it, but two, I actually do want to do more camping and road trips. And yeah, I know the Model 3 Performance can do camping and road trips. In fact, it's pretty good for it. I did a solo camping trip in Death Valley just a few weeks ago. It's got a ton of room for a sedan. You can easily sleep back there with the mattress. It has camp mode. It has full self-driving. It's great for camping and road trips. But the Model Y, it's just better. It's just bigger, and bigger is always better for when it comes to things like going on road trips and going on camping trips. If the Model 3 is enough, and I would say that it is enough, then the Model Y is more than enough, and everybody, including me, always wants more than enough. And reason number 3, going back to the solo part of that solo camping trip that I mentioned, I used to be married. I am no longer married. If that's news to you, I'm sorry, but it's been like that for like a year now. I still get the "where's your wife" comments. I made a post a long time ago. I answer the comments when I see them, but it's all good. That's not the point. The point is, I used to have a Model 3 Performance and a Model Y at my disposal, which is like the perfect two-car solution in my opinion. I had the fancy sports car sedan for me when I wanted to drive, and when we wanted to take the dogs or go on road trips or needed more space, we had the Model Y. However, I no longer have a wife or a Model Y, but I still have 2 dogs who love car rides and love to go on road trips. I would take them in the 3 Performance a lot. They can fit, but it's a bit tight. They're big boys. And for longer trips, especially bigger road trips, it's just not the most ideal. And for any camping trips, we just can't fit. I would have loved to have taken them with me to Death Valley, but the Model 3s have this trunk lid that you can't remove, so all 3 of us could not fit in this car. And that solo camping trip, although it was a great time, I missed my boys. I wish I could have taken them with. And if I do more stuff like that in the future, which I want to take them with. And if I have a wife and kids and family again someday, I want to be ready. And that is the plan. I mean, it's kind of tough out here in Vegas, not gonna lie, but that's the plan. We'll see what happens. And I've always shared aspects of my personal life here on YouTube. I don't mind doing that. I kind of like it. It makes this phone, internet, YouTube thing feel a bit more human. I know you guys appreciate that too. So when that happens, you guys will know. Probably not the first to know, but you guys will know. So anyways, to wrap this all up, it wasn't one thing that swayed me to sell my Model 3 Performance. It was a bit of all that I mentioned. The financials had to make sense, and luckily they did. Most people selling their cars after just 1 year will take a hit, and luckily it was actually a bit of the opposite for me. And honestly, it's thanks to you guys for watching my videos and using my referral code to buy your Teslas that allowed me to do this and have it make sense. So I am grateful. Thank you. And also, my life today is a lot different than the life I was living when I got the 3 Performance. Obviously, in ways that I did not expect. And you can say maybe it was a bit immature to even get the 3 Performance in the first place. Like, I could have gotten a Model Y a year ago and saved even more money. But I'm doing what I think is the mature thing now, realizing that yeah, maybe I could have not gotten the 3 in the first place, but also realizing that right now I can get a vehicle that will better fit my lifestyle at no real extra cost and still allow me to do this YouTube thing, even if it's technically a downgrade on paper. So there you go. That's why I got rid of my Model 3 Performance. And of course, I've gotten the "wow, money must be nice" kind of comments. And I've also gotten the "man, if I were you, there's no way I'd sell my 3 Performance for a Model Y." Well, you're not me. I'm me, and that's what I did. It's done. And if you don't agree, I hope you can at least appreciate my openness and transparency in all of this and explaining why I did it. And I'm not sure how this video will do. It's just kind of me ranting for a while, but if you've made it this far, all the way through, I appreciate you sticking around. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.